Gonna be going into face cam mode here because there ain't much really that I don't really want too much on the screen on this one. I don't know how many people are gonna be coming by, so I'm gonna be giving a couple of minutes for some people to join up to the YouTube and the Twitch chats on it, so I can update you all equally. I'll also drop an announcement afterwards on the weight of the situation here. Just to put, as the title says, I have an extraordinarily unusual case of cancer. I might actually be the first ever in the situation. Not the first ever to have what I have, but the first ever to have it do what it did. As in, this is like close to a medical breakthrough, like what the hell is this cancer doing situation. How did it do it? Why is it doing it? Where did it come from? Kind of deal. I am currently the talk of the hospital between all the doctors and other and medical students that want to be a part of said study in clinical trials. So I am in a weird, very weird place as this stuff kind of progresses. So in situation, update wise, as I can already see a couple of you, am I okay? That is up for debate. That is the problem. So to drop it on you guys, they're still trying to get some PET scan data, so they're going to call me later to officially tell me how much is around and where it's at and stuff like that. I have another tumor that is developed. It is on my skull up here. I thought it was a cyst. It was not a cyst. It was actually a tumor. So that's a new development. This was kind of a little bit before or maybe a little after the immunotherapy initially started, so it's not really to say that it's not working, but that is that. And I am suffering with the bowels right now. As there is a tumor, and I thought there was a tumor down there, but there is a tumor on my tailbone that is causing some problems bowel-wise. They were going to sign me up for a colonoscopy to check and see what could be causing some problems. However, it may be just a cross between the immunotherapy side effects and the unfortunate uncomfortability is just from the tumor, growing and causing a problem. It's causing a little bump there, and that was causing a lot of issues for me. The situation is I'm going to be okay as of now. It is only attacking my bones and my bones only. The problem is it's never going to go away. That is some of the news that was dropped today is it will not disappear. It's not going to disappear. They said that I could have all the tumors, shrink back down to just the bone, but they said the bone is going to be permanently altered, in which case they said that the melanoma will not ever go away. In other words, I'm going to be dealing with this for the rest of my life. Which I don't know how to take. It's a little rough for a start. There is hope in the situation, but the question is will I be dealing with problems that I've been dealing these past 2 weeks? If I have to do that, that's not going to be fun for the rest of my life, kind of deal. I don't know if it'll ever get that far. I don't know how far the medicine will help out and stuff like that, but it's a little just kind of rough situation on the thought of it. You know, it's never gonna go away, kind of deal. So the reason why as well, I'm also having a strong discussion on this situation is I am likely to end up. This is just an observation of mine, but I am likely to end up in medical textbooks. Because this situation is so rare and unusual, they decided to sign me up for clinical trials because of the unusual, you know, start of the tumor. You know, it was in my ear. That's like a 1 in like 500 million chance of happening. I mean, the expert that I'm seeing on melanoma for the head only said that he's only had one other case, and, you know, it kind of, you know, it disappeared. However, what's unusual about the situation with my cancer is that it's somehow spreading from my head to my tailbone without transferring through the lymph nodes, which is how cancer is supposed to spread. So they don't know how it's spreading, they just know that it is. So that's, you know, it started in my ear. You know, we were supposed to be cleared. You know, they cleared 4 lymph nodes and only one found it with a less than 0.0, like 2 millimeter tumor there. And now all of a sudden it's all over my body, attacking my bones in extreme fashion. It's really hard to, like, discuss everything that's been going on. Like, it's weird and rough. So, on the bright side, I'm not dying unless I decide to say, no more immunotherapy, I give up on life. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to be saying I'm done with life, just let it happen. But they said essentially what would happen if I let this continue going is that it would eventually break my bones without me doing anything. So they've said, like, per se, an example is if it was like it is on my ribs, you know, it would break a bone in the ribs, it would be unhealable and would eventually, like, suffocate me, kind of deal. And that, I don't want to go out that way. I want to tell you that. That's kind of an awful situation. It ain't nice. This was supposed to, this year started out, you know, kind of rough, but it's been getting rougher. So I'm kind of starting a bucket list thing that I'm starting to get ready, because, you know, if it's going to be something that's going to be affecting me for the rest of my life, I'd like to get some things out of the way while I'm still young. I haven't talked to my dad really about it with the thought process, but, you know, it helps to talk about it in a situation. I'm currently single, you know, and it's like, what am I gonna do in this situation that I have this cancer that's fucking with me for the rest of my life? You know, do I want to get a girlfriend, you know, get married, and then have children? You know, that would be encouragement to live, you know, another 30, 40 years. But the situation is, what happens if it gets rougher? And no, that's another story for another time. We kind of broke it off in a nice way, but I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, it's like, what if I want to, you know, what if I want to do that later? You know, I want to have children or something. You know, it's what happens if something gets rough and I just don't feel like living anymore or feel like dealing with it anymore, kind of deal. Yeah, you know, that's the kind of stuff that I'm thinking about. So it's really rough right now. Hi, Z. As of the bowel situation, I haven't told anyone really. I mean, I told my buddy Jordan about it because I was venting about a lot of shit that's been going on. But I will tell you guys straight up that I was practically suffering the past 2 weeks with some horrible bowel problems. Like I said, there was that issue, and I'm pretty sure it was the tumor in the tailbone that started the issue with the pains, and then progressed to constipation as a side effect of the immunotherapy. It sent me to the ER where we had to treat me there. None of the treatments worked, so they gave me the stuff they give you for a colonoscopy. That worked. I thought I was good after that, and then it progressively, you know, all of a sudden there was a sharp pain again. A little bit, like, you know, I can recognize the signs now, so I fixed the constipation again, and now I'm suffering with a different kind of issue. Right now I'm feeling fine and okay. That's why I decided to boot up the stream and talk about some of this. But yeah, I can see some people are still kind of slowly rolling in. No, but the way I like to look at it is that a lot of good people will, you know, evil people live a long time, good people don't live long enough, kind of deal. You know, I've been a really good person most of my life. My mother and dad, my mom and dad have raised me pretty well, so I've been a pretty nice person. I think I'm just a little bit on the, I wouldn't call it on the spectrum kind of deal. You know, I have ADHD and whatnot, but I feel like there's a little bit of like a psychological thing that doesn't allow me to react to a situation properly. I feel like I should be breaking down in tears right now, with a lot of the news. Speaking of which, I just thought of something else that was discussed with the doctor. He thinks the immunotherapy... You don't want me to be evil. If I was to be evil, I would be using this to get a bunch of fucking donations and then forget about you all after I get a bunch of donations. Kind of deal. And we're not doing that. But one of the situations, too, is there has been seen some improvement. Yeah, no, there's no way for me to be evil. Z knows this because I don't even want to be an asshole in Sea of Thieves. I'm like the nicest guy that's ever existed. That's why I don't really play games like CSGO and stuff like that. I'll get pissed off at people, but it's just like, in the end, it's like, it's okay, you're trying your best, or it's okay, I'm trying my best. And I know that they don't like me because, you know, I'm screwing with them by being bad kind of deal. Stuff like that. Anyway, back to the topic on hand without ADHD kicking in. The largest tumor on my rib cage, my doctor said that I should be in pain. I originally thought that it was the bone strengtheners. Oh, hold on, guys. That is SGMC. Give me a second. Thank you. It's not what I thought it was. What was I talking about? I was just signing up for some appointments. Well, here's the thing that they've been telling me about, is that they said 5 years ago this would have been a death sentence. I would have probably 6 to 7 months to live, which is a blessing. Kind of. You know, they extended 6 to 7 months to however long I wish to live for. I thought that call was my results on the PET scan, because I'm supposed to get a talk from the doctor, because they didn't have the results just yet. They wanted to tell me everything about the cancer situation. If I think you'll get through all this and be even stronger on the other side. That's the problem. I don't know if you heard the part where this is permanent. Unfortunately. That's the situation I'm currently in. That's why I wanted to tell you guys. That's the wild part about it. On the bright side, I have my FMLA has been approved, so I will be getting some income over time. However, a lot of my life plans are now changing right before my eyes. Gotta figure out what I want to do after those 3 months pass. Hopefully can return back to work. I have job security, so I can just come back to work anytime I deem fit. Get the steel bones. At this point, I want to. This is someone, as a joke, was suggesting just, you know, cut those parts out and replace it with metal, but unfortunately, we don't live in a comic world, because I would not be able to breathe if that happens. Unless if they have some sort of flexible metal. Like, yeesh. It'd be nice. But I have enough metal in my body at this point. I hate the fact that my life is becoming a science experiment. Aluminum? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that would give me poisoning. I would like this to be a little bit more of a positive situation, but it really just, like, life decided to just kind of just put in a big fuck you and put some limiters on me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been living an extremely healthy, like, life, and then it's like, fucking, I just wanted to work out, dude. That's all I wanted to do. Like, straight up, that was my situation. I just wanted to work out, and then all of a sudden I got pains in my sides. Didn't think anything of it until it began to actually hurt. Oh. I think you put a, oh, I think you tried to say you're Mr. Kid, aren't you? And you put Mr. Dot and then Kid, and it registered as a link, didn't it? Timed out for 30 seconds. Oh, shit. Maybe permanent, but I get to live. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's a bright side until it starts kicking in. I guess I'll figure out the whole situation in 3 months' time. I just really hope the cancer on the tailbone fucks off for now, because it has caused me the most problems. Like, I'd rather have more of the cancer elsewhere than have it down there where it's been causing me super particular problems. Bro, at this point, I'm not even worried about the future high-tech gaming, because things are going to be, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, you know, with people talking about the Neuralink and stuff like that coming out, I have a feeling gaming isn't going to be as nice online. Can no longer touch Petty's butt. What the fuck, Sonny? Anyway, in due time, I'm going to be figuring out some bucket list things that I want to do. All I know is that this shit is finally getting on my nerves and becoming more annoying than I would have liked it to be, because I really am disappointed too, because I was really hoping to like I was really hoping to work on cosmetics on myself, because I was hoping to afford some Invisalign to help correct the teeth. You know, the immunotherapy was causing some hair thinning problems up here, so I was getting me some product to help combat that kind of deal. You know, I was hoping to work out so I could, you know, hide the crookedness of the rib cage and stuff like that from the situation back in 2017. You know, and then all of a sudden it just like life was just like, you know what, fuck you. You no longer get, you know, it's like you no longer have a job, you can no longer work out, and now you are going to be sitting in bed for 3 weeks because your bowels hate you. So sorry, I'm just trying not to cry. It'll be okay. I had a moment earlier when I said that this shit's gonna be permanent, but I, you know, pulled through it. It'll be like I said, it's gonna be a long couple months as we figure stuff out. I'm still waiting for an appointment to go up to Emory and see what they have to say on the deal. And I'm about ready to start asking them about the clinical trials and saying if they want me to meet some students and stuff like that and tell them the direct story of how this stuff was happening, and if they need any, like, if they really need anything, you know, if they need a sample of the cancer or whatnot, because I'm pretty sure they still have the initial tumor saved in a jar somewhere. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, that's a fun time. Disgusting, but fun time, I guess. You know, I'm not really sure what to think about that, but, you know, I think back to that, what was it, like 1960s or something like that. I know you've always wanted to meet me. At some point in time, you'll get the chance to fly over here to the United States, say hello. But I do think, honestly, on one hand, I kind of look at a bright side of things, you know, medically, in the situation. When it comes to cancers, you know, there's not really a lot of opportunity for people to, you know, do the research on it, because, you know, a lot of people have a normal cancer that's had everything done on it. Well, I don't remember if it was the 60s, 70s, or 80s, but there was this lady that had a type of cancer that just kept living even after she died, and they managed to do like thousands of experiments on it and produce they produced a lot of different cures and methods of curing and stuff like that for the situation. What? I'm just telling you how it is. She had a, I don't remember if it was a, let me see if I gotta look it up. Let's see what it was. It was 1951. Let's see, I don't want to read that because that's some, you know, that's just stuff. Yeah, they're named HeLa cells. This says, the cells were unlike any of the others he had ever seen, where the other cells would die. Their cells doubled every 20 to 24 hours. And then, let's see. Used to study the effects of toxins, drugs, hormones, and viruses on the growth of cancer cells without experimenting on humans, and have been used to test the effects of radiation and poisons, to study the human genome, to learn more about how viruses work. Okay, our cells continued. They just kept going. You know, I don't think I'm going to have a similar situation on that, but, you know, I might have a similar situation on breakthrough with skin cancers. Of course, I'm going to get to live to see it kind of deal, but, you know. Reach out whenever you want. All right. I've been meaning to reach out to you a couple times because I haven't actually properly talked to you in a while, but we've all been kind of busy because life is kind of, you know, started taking up a lot of us. Yeah, it was mainly the situation that I wanted to to drop to you guys is the kind of the news that I got today and whatnot. And of course I'm streaming this over to the YouTube channel too, so it's there in case anyone wants to rewatch the VOD and talk about it or ask me a question if they missed it or something. I have a lot of spare time, so maybe I'll actually get to release some videos or something. I don't know. I am apparently lagging on stream, it seems. I don't know. I guess. Oh no, it's just showing on my side that it's lagging. But yeah, you just don't know what to say. A lot of people don't know what to say. It's kind of one of those situations where you're talking to someone who's a 1 in a billion chance of having something happen, and then ends up becoming someone who gets put in a medical textbook and gets to name their fucking disease situation. Although he can't really name the disease, but yeah, I can't notify all of you about the live stream, and you know, I've lost a lot of people over time too because I'm not as active and whatnot. So it is nice to see you guys here, but I will try to do some videos and stuff, just, you know, have some memorandum or something in case something does decide to happen. But you know, at this moment, I am going to live. To our knowledge, it's still super early to tell on the situation, but we'll see. Because I know there's also a lot of other people that would have loved to have tuned into this too, but they're, you know, usually busy with the day. I honestly did at 12 because I thought you would have been off work by now, Sonny. Because isn't it like 6 o'clock your time right now? Something around there. I'm not sure what times you would normally work to, but you know, 6 p.m. is usually when most people are off work by now. Oh, we'll find out. But yeah, I'm going to, it's 7 p.m. but I work till 9:14. Oh dang. So 3 o'clock then. Yeah, no, I've got some stuff to do. Oh, and just a fun little fact. I know a lot of people don't really like talking about politics or anything like that, but funny story. I came home today, and or I came home from lunch with my dad today, and we find out that JD Vance, the guy that's running for vice president, actually stopped at the donut shop that my brother works at. And my brother goes, "Hey, guess who just got screened by the Secret Service?" And I was like, "What?" And he tells me JD Vance walked in and ordered some donuts from the donut shop. My brother got to shake the man's hand and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, what luck is that? Like, the chances of meeting a political candidate like that are like none. So that's just a fun little thing. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tune on out here because I have some things that I need to get ready for. I got a dental appointment today that I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to sit through nicely and comfortably and not hopefully shit myself while I'm getting dental work done. But so far, right now, I'm feeling improved. So I'll see you all later. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King game. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'll probably end up streaming that very soon likewise, because if I go to the store here and look that up, Kong, $60, unfortunate. Let's see, overwhelmingly positive reviews, 249,000 reviews. It looks like a really pretty game too. It gives me Ghost of Tsushima vibes, so I'm actually probably gonna end up streaming that and playing that. Hey guys, I'm gonna catch you all later. And I'll keep you all updated on the situation as I have another immunotherapy coming up on the 27th and the follow-up in September. Hopefully life will continue to improve and not degrade. And yeah. Alright, I will see you all later, and somebody die on my watch, okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.